For healthcare leadership that has to deal with the tough allocation questions, and I have to say, I thank God that people want to do healthcare administration today, because I don't know how they do it, and there are people doing it incredibly well, and incredibly well because they've got the right vision, they care about all the right stuff, and they're making money, and they're using money wisely, and they're not for profit. I mean, they're not for profit. But what I think leadership always needs is to understand who we are in Catholic healthcare and why we are Catholic healthcare. So if we talk about continuing Jesus's radical healing mission, fixing what's broken, whether that's a bone, a heart, a mindset, a relationship, a psyche, leadership needs to get that mission is primary. Then they've got to surround themselves with smart people who can make it happen. And that entails a strong VP for mission who comes to senior decision-making tables not with the worries of raising the money and paying the bills and keeping the doors open, but not with how do we be clinically excellent, and not with how do we recruit and retain the people that we need to do this. People have all of those skill sets, and they're needed. But the VP for mission comes to that leadership team always with, what do these everyday top-level decisions have to do with who we are and continuing Jesus's healing mission? And so then those tough allocation decisions, do we build a new parking deck? Do we suffer the loss in our ER where we're seeing people who don't have any place else to go? Do we do new carpets? Do we up our senior executive salary and benefits? Those decisions get made every day in the light of that primary commitment. So I want leaders, hopefully because of their own spiritual formation, to bring that commitment and passion. And you know the difference between top leaders who are recruited because they have the necessary administrative expertise and not the vision and commitment to mission, and those who have the needed expertise, blah, 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 and grasp the mission and are passionate about making it happen. But all of us can be good people and lose the vision and be blind to how people are going to be affected by the decisions that we make. And so the VP for mission has as his or her primary focus, what are the consequences of what we're about here? And they need to be able to speak that truth. And leadership needs to value it. And it's like having a prophet in our midst. Probably the way I would express that. I was talking with one of our obstetricians, and she was talking about one of the University of Texas hospitals who is laying off 1,500 employees in order to pay the bills and continue to meet the needs of the women coming over the border to have their children. Now, I don't see any of us stepping up to the plate to help our sister hospitals along the border. And should they have to fight this battle alone? I mean, that's a perfect example of trying to decide who do we need to be in a regional area that is at incredibly high risk for not being able to do anything. For Catholic healthcare, here's where I think, when I talk organizational ethics, it's not do we want to make money or do we want to provide good care for all. We've got to make money so we can provide good care for all, and we need all those skill sets. But boy, if we're going to be true to our identity and continue Jesus's radical mission of healing, that's got to be in our heads and hearts every day when we show up to do what we do.